recording this video after close trade Thursday, 7th of June 2012. Hope you had a good day's trading today. So today, rollover day, we've got continuous contract charts are all a little bit messed up because of that. So the continuous contract has moved already with today's activity to the September contract, but most of the volume was traded on the June contract. So just be aware of that, and that's why it only shows 500,000 contracts traded here for the day. There's about 1.6 million contracts traded on the June contract, which gives a total about 2.1 million contracts, which is actually pretty high, but some of that volume's got to be rolling over positions from one contract to the other, so you can't kind of assume all of that was kind of just straight positional directional type trading. And you can see it in the intraday chart. So for example, the 45-minute, the 135-minute, and the daily chart just shows kind of amateur bars here. This is just kind of showing that kind of limitation because the data is just being effectively split between the two contracts. So you'd have a different picture if you were plotting the at ESM 12 kind of contract, or sorry, the ESM12 contract instead of the continuous one. But anyway, so just the ins and outs of using continuous contract data on TradeStation. Now, just to go through some of the risk-on charts, just show you, we've kind of reached some important levels. On the Aussie dollar here, we're just butting up against support potentially becomes resistance. We've got kind of blue professional bars into this high. That breakdown level was at parity, $1 versus the US dollar, and we've kind of bounced off there, and we're seeing that in a few charts. So if we go down, this is euros, same thing, the breakdown level here, support potentially becoming resistance at this point, kind of found a little bit of bouncing off that level there. Gold, we had cyclical resistance kind of come in here, and really big down day in gold, and silver, we're coming up to that cyclical resistance, which would be a pullback and a downtrend level there. And then on copper, same thing, we bounced today's activity here, so support becomes resistance at that point because it's an important kind of previous level that we broke through. Crude, not so much, there's not kind of a pattern there, but on a few of those charts that's kind of interesting. So on the way up we can either be turning at cyclical resistance levels or potentially at previous support becomes resistance levels. So I'm just going to be watching this for potentially kind of testing the going down. I mean, is it time for us to on the 135-minute chart on the E-mini here, you can see we've got resistance kind of printed here, cyclical resistance kind of came in. So let's see, and it's almost like on the daily chart here, it's almost like we were kind of getting back up to those levels where support becomes resistance. So I don't know, directionally I'm not sure if this is going to run for a few days or if that was it and we're just going to kind of starting to turn down. I know the expectations over the last couple of days have been kind of massive, and that's why we had this run up. I mean, it was just crazy. If you look at what happened yesterday and then the exponential move overnight, here's the 40,500 tip bar chart into above 1320 kind of up here. Just, I mean, I don't know what people think Bernanke is going to do or the ECB is going to do that all of a sudden this is warranted. But anyway, that's what happened, and so I just thought the open was a bit of a gift. You were just kind of waiting for a little bit of a sell-off. So this is the ESM12 contract, which is the June contract, which is what I was trading and plotting on my charts. And you could see this is the 1500 tip bar chart pre-open. This activity kind of just getting wild here. This kind of move, exhaustion buying up here, and then we had another exhaustion buying on the open signal. And then bearish divergence kind of comes in. It's just a question of waiting. And then we had a professional up bar that gets broken to the downside, so any kind of last roll up here of the dice into 1328 here, and then breaking the lows of that. And so I was short at 26.75, and I think that was just as the I think they released the testimony at 9 before he actually starts speaking. So just took this move down, traded in two pieces, out at 24 initially, and then re-entered on this little piece here, short at 23.75 and out at 20.75. So 2.25 on the first leg and 3 on the second for 5 3/4 in 2 trades, and then out at the pro signal exit here at 20.75. Ran a little bit further. And those are amateur up bars into here, and this is the first bullish divergence kind of comes in, bounces from there, and then kind of continues to make a soft bottom here testing until we started to kind of complex correction on the way up into 25 Rambo patterns here. Professionals kind of step in again and then kind of sell it off into the end of the day. So I don't know, it's just because the expectations were so huge prior, we just had this kind of exponential move, and it was just a question of picking off the right entry point. It seemed too easy. Anyway, I hope you traded well today. Don't know what's going to happen over the next couple of days. Just going to take it easy. So I hope you traded well today, and looking forward to Friday. Short 26.75. Short 26.75. Not particularly a good entry. And whoa, so we've just gone 9 AM. I think they've just released Benaki's statement. I was getting short because we had up bars that were broken, then we had this spike up to 28 coming down. Okay, it's getting a bit jumpy. Trading the June contract, and I'm just going to move my target to 20.75. Just see if that gets some movement on the downside. So broken through support on the 500 tip bar chart. 1500 tip bar chart had bearish divergence, exhaustion, buying pre the open, and then cyclical turn kind of come in. So heading down. We got exhaustion selling down here. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, let's just hold this, see where it takes us. First blue professional bar coming in 1500 minus 7000. So okay, we've just hit the initial target at 22.75. A little bit support coming on the 1500, kind of bouncing from here is minus 8000. Really jumpy. Another flush pattern here, 500. Might be asking a little bit too much to down to 20s, but let's just see amateur up kind of bar here. Here we go, we came blue professional bar up at 25, turning around here. Another exhaustion selling signal kind of down here. That's really close to the zero line, that bullish divergence, so hoping this will be kind of pullback to end of trend. Down on the 500 tip bar chart. This is where they kind of sold it down, where it kind of came into 25, so when we're kind of bouncing up to that level, hopefully we'll bounce back down. Okay, blue professional exhaustion selling kind of comes in, so come on, let's head down again. There we go, pullback goes off. Blue professional bar kind of on the way down on this move, so hopefully we'll break through this 22.50, I think was 24 even, 24 even. So just for 2 3/4. Let's just wait and see here. Reason for getting out kind of all these flush bullish divergence kind of patterns coming in. That was a little amateur down bar. Should have just kept my target at 22.75. Let's see if we can re-enter 375. Short 23.75. Maybe shouldn't have jumped out there, but let's just give this a go. So kind of Rambo patterns into resistance here on the 500. Hopefully we'll kind of go down. Was an exhaustion selling on the downside, but that was a pretty extreme reading kind of up here. So let's hopefully break. Okay, coming close to the lows, there we go. Should have some stops down there to run. There's amateur down bars, not particularly great. We got the energy kind of swinging over on 1500 tip bar chart here. So let's see if we get lucky with another run down. Yeah, Rambo pattern into these lows. So let's see. Ooh. Stops being run. Jumpy as all hell. 75. Out at 20.75. For 3. So the reason for getting out, it was down at minus 10,000, but that was minus 12,000. Better momentum. All these blue professional bars kind of come in here on the 1500. So pro signal exit kind of down here is actually blue professional bar down here. Exhaustion selling's kind of down here. Who knows? We could well get to 1975, but quite happy with that. So 3 on that last trade and 2 3/4 on the first, so 5 3/4 for 2 trades. Excellent. And it's probably going to spike down. That's fine. Bit nerve-wracking there. So set up by kind of exhaustion buying pre-open or on the open as well, and then first bearish divergence kind of comes in. We were just doing nothing around here until 9 AM when I suppose they released the transcript Bernanke's speech. Blue fractional up bar here at cyclical resistance. We just fell away. Yeah, so look at this, kind of bouncing off that level at 22.5. So quite happy with that. And on the what's that, September contract, did go on the 500 tip bar chart, did go pull back to end of trend, all those blue fractional bars kind of at the beginning of the day, and then selling short here. So yeah, I'm just rallying a little bit from there. Excellent. What is it, 9:13 AM, good. There we go, 1975, the 4-point target got hit just then, so kind of coming down. Exhaustion selling kind of down here. That little rise was just amateur up bars, so we're coming down again, trying to find a little bit of a ledge to bounce from. So yeah, quite happy to be out at the 2075 level here. Didn't have to sit through this, but anyway, so that's kind of interesting the way it played out.